The fifth dimension isn't a place you travel to. It's a shift in your consciousness. It's not some far-off destination you arrive at with a ticket or a map. No, it's something much more profound, a way of being, a new way of seeing and interacting with the world. And here's the truth. You might already be living in it without even realizing it. That's how subtle this transformation is. It creeps into your life quietly, slowly altering how you experience reality. Have you felt it? The shift? That feeling like the life you've known is starting to fall apart, like the ground beneath your feet is unstable. It feels unsettling, disorienting, as if everything you once counted on is beginning to crumble. But let me tell you, this isn't destruction. It's an awakening, a divine shift, one that's happening all around us, within us, to everyone and everything. And while it might feel lonely and confusing, you're not alone. We're all in this together, all of us experiencing these changes, this evolution. For a long time, we've been living in a 3D reality, a world that is solid, material, and defined by what we can see, touch, and measure. It's the world of form, where everything is ruled by time, space, and separation. We've been conditioned to live here in this tangible physical plane, believing that what we see is all that there is. But something is changing. Something bigger, more profound is calling us to evolve. And not just as individuals, but as a collective. The Earth itself is shifting, and with it, humanity is being pulled into a higher dimension. The fifth dimension. This new dimension isn't something you can see with your eyes, but it's something you feel with your heart, your soul. It's a realm where love overcomes fear, where unity dissolves division, where the walls between us begin to fade. As the saying goes, it's always darkest before the dawn. It's a place where everything is connected, and you start to realize that the boundaries we've lived by were always an illusion. And it doesn't happen overnight. This isn't some instant revelation where you wake up one day and suddenly everything is clear. No, it's a process. It's a gradual, subtle shift where your senses begin to attune to a new frequency. You start to notice things you didn't before. You feel more. You sense more. Your perception of reality begins to stretch, and things that once seemed impossible now feel almost natural. But let's be real. It's not all light and bliss. This transformation comes with challenges. Just like with any shift, there are growing pains. You've probably felt them. The strange sensations in your body, the swings in your emotions, the unexplained fatigue that seems to hit you out of nowhere. These are often called ascension symptoms. Your body, mind, and spirit are adjusting to a higher frequency, and it's not always comfortable. Think of it as an upgrade to your soul's software. Just like when you update your phone or computer, there are glitches along the way. Your entire being is recalibrating, adjusting to this new frequency, and that's why you might feel off balance at times. But don't be afraid. These symptoms are a sign that you're aligning with something greater, something higher. You're becoming attuned to the energies of the fifth dimension, and your body is catching up to your soul's expansion. This process also requires you to confront your shadows. You can't step into the light of the fifth dimension without first facing the darkness within yourself. Shadow work is inevitable. The fears you've buried, the pain you've avoided, the parts of yourself you've tried to hide, they all come to the surface during this shift. And as painful as it is, the wound is the place where the light enters you. This is the path to ascension. You can't carry the weight of your unhealed wounds into the higher dimensions. You have to heal them first. You might find that your old life, the one you were so comfortable in, starts to fall apart. The relationships that once felt solid begin to feel shaky. Jobs that once gave you stability no longer fit. Friendships that seemed unbreakable start to dissolve. It's painful, yes, but it's necessary. The parts of your life that no longer align with your higher self have to be released. It's like a tree shedding its leaves in the fall. It's not dying, it's preparing for new growth. Letting go isn't easy. We're human, and we cling to the familiar because it makes us feel safe. But the pain of holding on to something that's no longer meant for you is far greater than the discomfort of letting go. Once you release what no longer serves you, you'll begin to see that what's waiting for you on the other side of this transformation is the life you've been dreaming of. As you ascend into the 5D realm, your body becomes more sensitive, finely tuned to the energy around you. Things that once felt neutral now feel like they're grating on your soul. Toxins, whether they're in the form of food, people, or environments, start to stand out like sore thumbs. You feel uneasy around certain people or places. Your body might react physically with illness or fatigue. It's not just in your head. This is your soul rejecting what no longer resonates with your higher frequency. And that's where boundaries come in. It's no longer about pleasing others or fitting into spaces where you don't belong. You must protect your peace. That's not selfish, it's survival. You can't carry the light of the 5th dimension if you're weighed down by the toxicity of the 3rd. This might mean walking away from people, environments, or even your own limiting beliefs. And yes, that can feel lonely. But this loneliness isn't a punishment. It's part of your evolution. For those of you who identify as light workers, this shift holds even more weight. You're not just here for yourself, you're here to guide others through their own awakenings. But you can't do that if your own light is dim. You must nurture your own soul, protect your own energy. A lighthouse can't guide ships if its beam is clouded by fog. By stepping into your higher self, by letting go of what no longer serves you, you become a beacon for others to follow. You light the way for those who are still stumbling in the dark. Have you noticed how nature has started to call to you more? It's no coincidence. The earth is part of this shift too, and it's reaching out to you. Whether you're drawn to the mountains, the ocean, or the quiet of the forest, nature is trying to connect with you. It's not just about the beauty of the landscape. It's about the wisdom embedded in every tree, every wave, every stone. Nature knows your soul, and it's inviting you to realign with your purpose. When you spend time in nature, you're not just recharging, you're recalibrating. The energy of the earth acts like a tuning fork, helping you align with higher frequencies. If you feel called to protect the earth, to be a guardian of this planet, know that this is part of your purpose. You're not just a visitor here, you're an earth keeper. Your purpose is tied to the health and evolution of this planet, and as you heal, you help heal the earth. As you tune more into the 5th dimension, you'll notice that your relationships start to change too. You start to crave deeper connections. Small talk feels empty. Your soul is calling for something more, real, authentic connections that resonate on a deeper level. You begin to attract people who are on the same wavelength as you. These relationships feel like they were destined, and they often are. They're not always romantic. Sometimes they're friendships or mentorships, but they serve a higher purpose. They help you along your journey, and you help them along theirs. You might also notice that you start to communicate in a new language, a language that doesn't need words. You connect with people through shared energy, a knowing glance, a quiet moment of understanding. This is the language of the soul, and it becomes second nature as you move further into this new reality. So if you're feeling all of these shifts, if the signs resonate with you, you are already living in the 5th dimension. Welcome to this new reality. It's not always easy, but it's beautiful and it's real. You're not alone on this journey. We're all in this together, evolving, growing, and ascending. And the best part, this is just the beginning. The best is yet to come.